Morning everyone, Jeff from Jeffrey Hunt Art, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can take your creepy dark design and just by using gradient maps and Clip Studio Paint you can change the entire color scheme within seconds. So without any further ado, let's get going. So here we are inside of Clip Studio Paint. I'm going to give you a quick look around at my little operation here. On my right I've got my animation folder. And I have my two animation cells, which you can also see down here on my timeline. These are my two cells, and these are where I place those cells inside of my timeline. And I've got some motion tween going on to make it move up and down. But what we want to do here is we want to change the colors. So the quickest way that we can do that is by adding a gradient map. So let's change, we're actually going to change the entire lighting. So we're going to create a new correction layer. I go to layer, and we're going to go to, oops, layer, new correction layer, and then gradient map. And you can see we have a whole list of options that we can choose. And we just click on these. And I need to try that again. Layer, new correction layer, gradient map. I think I just need to move this over. There we go. There. So while it's inside the animation folder, you're not going to get much of an effect. But when it's outside the animation folder, and then now you're getting the entire scene. So I just quickly demonstrated for you. But we can play with the layer opacity. We can also change the blending mode to say we want to be a hard light. Maybe we wanted to do a multiply. Maybe we do a color dodge. So each option that we choose changes, the color scheme, and I kind of like that red. It's good. Let's go to, let's see, hard light. And let's say, I didn't want this ghost to be that purple color. What I can do is I can just use a soft eraser. And I can come in here and just the mask itself and just erase out, where I want that spectral light to kind of appear from, which also helps them pop out from background. But let's say I really want this ghost to stand out even more. What I can do is I can just select the ghost by clicking the animation cell or the layer and hitting the control key. You get your little marching ants around your image. Now I go all the way up to the top of the layer stack. I'm going to go layer, new correction layer, gradient map. I can choose another one of these options. As you can see, it's only affecting the ghost, not the background. So we can make a kind of a sepia looking color, make them a darker color, a purple. What we wanted to do is really pop out. So we need to do something a little bit more. Maybe something like that. Spread this. Go on. Yeah, that's good. And then we'll do the same thing. We'll just erase out what we don't want. As soon as it finished saving, here we go. Let me just back some of that out. Space to be. And of course, we can clip this to the layer below. So here, clip this to the layer below. Maybe not. We don't want to do that. And same way, also maybe change this to a multiply as well. Yeah. So he's really starting to pop out away from that background. That looks like a bit more ghostly. there you have it. That's how you can quickly use gradient maps to change your scene. And I hope you enjoyed this session. Please let me know if you have any questions or comments. Just drop them in the comments, and I'm always sure to read each one.